Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Welcome, welcome. Here comes the sun, man. The son of Sadhu Sangha.
OGEbeats.com.
Getting together and glorifying eternal truth, man. Forever. Don't worry, it'll never leave you. It's forever. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Beatsbysv.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Beats by SV.com.
All right, put your mics on. Let's chant.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, 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 Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
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 Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama, Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Rama.
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama.
Ram
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya.
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Nityananda, Nityananda.
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya. Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Gatanara Sri
Shri
Hari.
Krishna
Adikura
Chaitanya,
Bhakti.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jaya Sri Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna.
Sri Vasa.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Sri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna 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 Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Bravo Nityananda Sri Chaitanya.
Shri
Gadadeva.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Adikura
Shri
Bhakti.
Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
oh my Lord,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
oh
Hare
my
Krishna.
Lord,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
oh my
Hare
Lord,
Rama, Hare Rama.
oh my Lord,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
oh my Lord, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Shri Krishna Shri
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Shri Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
I feel like we're bringing Krishna into this world. Yeah. Wow. Ooh. Let's see here. Text number 17 in Madhya Lila, chapter 4. Actually, 16. All the servants of the deity were struck with wonder due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intense love, his exquisite beauty, and his transcendental qualities. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knows what the Lord looks like, isn't it? The great mystery is God. People talk God, everybody speculate God is God. Yeah. But the Lord actually just came here and showed himself. But Yoga Maya hides the true nature of the Lord. So even though he came and showed himself to the world, not everybody could recognize. Just like the real guru can, they're part of that potency of the Lord. They cannot be recognized too. That's how you know, they're covered by this special potency called Yoga Maya. It creates the illusion that they're an ordinary persons, God and his associates. Trippy, huh? It's amazing how that works. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, so the Lord reserves the right to reveal himself. That's why people don't know. And then it's surprising those who do know, the Lord informs. He said, yeah, this is my devotee here. This is my associate. This is the ticket master. Ticket out of this realm here. Yeah, so not everybody can recognize. See? But those who could, what did they have? The next verse here. Because of their intense love for Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, they served him in many ways. And that night, the Lord stayed in the temple of Gopinath because of their intense love. See? And when you're yearning to meet God and, you're confused in all directions because everything's really, this is a hall of mirrors. It keeps the truth hidden, But when you're calling out with all your heart, even the Bible talks about people like that, call out with all their heart. The Lord sends you his associates at some point. Yeah. And then they help us out. They're the helper from outside, and then they give you the helper from within side. See, external, the Lord appears, as the super soul and as the greatest devotee. See, greatest devotee means greatest devotion and greatest knowledge. Great, the essence of all knowledge, just what you need. It's all what you need to get out. Not cut all the fluff out, all this fluff, the rules, the regulation. What is the essence? Oh, what is the essence is what I repeat over and over again. The people really get it. Take some time sometimes. Yeah, just come here regularly. Associate with the devotees. Learn from the devotees. Learn the essence of knowledge. Overcome. Get your vibration raised and purified. So you're raised into the vibration of the associates of the Lord. Yeah, and then you can take part in this sacrifice. Otherwise you're on the outside, more or less. Yeah. So come regularly, and that's it, man. It's very simple. Yeah. And then if you have intense love for guru, that's how you show intent. You just naturally serve them. See? And the reason why they love Lord Caitanya is because he had transcendental qualities. He also had intense love. See? And so devotees, that's why being a devotee of a devotee is proof that you're actually qualified to enter the kingdom. If you serve the guru out of love and not because you're, like some material motivation, looking at their pockets. You know how many people serve Prabhupada looking at his pockets? Those were the leaders, and that's the problem. Many of the leaders were they were contaminated with that. But some served him out of love. There are a lot of devotees who served him out of love. And if they really did, and they're ready to move deeper, then they'll come here. And a lot of them have passed away anyway because they're getting older. A lot of Prabhupada disciples passed away. They catch it another round. The next round. Yeah. And then unfortunately, see the second parts, they're under these leaders that are not really, they're materially motivated gurus. They're like being in the church, and that's, unfortunately, that affects the vibration. You know, they start to it's like it curves the truth. So anyway, whoever curves over here, they're very fortunate, and the Lord knows who. That's why we don't have like masses of people coming. You know, or if hardly one knows Krishna in truth, that's self-realized, is it surprising that we don't have like just the whole world coming here? Because hardly one even cares about the Lord. They don't even know who the Lord is, right? So those who are calling out, they end up coming here. The helpless, the hopeless, or the very intelligent who are also looking. Sometimes very intelligent persons. Fernando, he's a very intelligent person. Yeah. He wasn't like a miserable kind of person, but he was intelligent. He really wanted to know. Johann, very intelligent person. Studied the books, very sincere. Those persons really looking for the Lord. They'll come. Why wouldn't they come? That's why I just say get the message out, and they'll when they hear it, they'll see. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. This is real. Uh, Usually people are tricked by the Maya. See, they're tricked by the Maya. Inconclusiveness, lies, cheat, deceit, just like the people in general, right? The people in general are tricked by the governments and especially now they've turned against the people. And whoever believes in them, unfortunately, they go that route and they're like exterminated. But we're all under that, just chemtrails, all that stuff. It's just to do with the body, though. We have the real body. The real body is a spirit, man. Once you got that, man, it's like every day is a feather in your cap. Every day we can get together and discuss the absolute truth. I'm amazed, how much progress, not only myself, but others are making here. It's so beautiful to see. Every day, you see, every day counts, doesn't it? Do you notice that, Lalita? Every day counts. Okay? Where can you say that? Progress is so slow, people can't even say. People don't even know. A lot of people, they don't even see any progress in their lives. Maybe materially, maybe they're getting ahead materially, but what is that? That goes at the end of the body. Yeah, I'm progressing. I got more children. I got more stuff. See, that's illusion. It's like you're going after. See, this is the essence of knowledge you get here. You accumulate this stuff, and what for what? In the end of the life, it's done. And then even in religion, what are you doing? Yeah, well, I'm following the rules and regulations. What are you doing it for? Well, I don't know. This is what you're supposed to do. The guru says to do it. The scriptures say to do it. But what for? Where's it going? I don't know. I'm just doing it. You just don't question authority. Don't ask any questions, because when you do, you might step on toes or something. Hey, where's it all going? You come here, don't we tell you where it's all going? Is it not clear? Isn't life's ultimate goal? Why not get into that? Why? Because we can. It's available. It's not available at other places. That's why they don't talk about it. Life's ultimate goal, they talk about it. They say it like this. Oh, the gurus, the biggest ones. Oh, life's ultimate goal, prema bhakti. Oh, many lifetimes. Okay? See, it's not available. Just not available. We would say, yeah, life's ultimate goal. Yeah, come here. We have people already attained it. Do you have life's ultimate goal, Lalita? Yeah. Don't you want any of now? What's your next goal? Don't you want something else?
No, I know where to go. I was yesterday explaining a devotee who was Years ago, here in our Sangha, she followed a few classes and then she went away. And
Yeah.
yesterday she approached me again. I was explaining that I attained the highest goal. And she was even not impressed. She said, okay, I will follow his class. And she came in your class yesterday. No
Yeah.
reaction. They not impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's not their desire. They don't know its value. Even though the scriptures, see, the scriptures, chapter 23, Madhya Lila, life's ultimate goal, love of Godhead. Here it is, attained by some devotees already. You know, and we're giving the path to it. The path is always in devotees. You're always the person who has the treasure, man. Remember the simple truths that Lord Caitanya brought. Oh, you have love for me. Oh, that's all you have to do is find somebody who loves for me, because oh, you have love for me. You're my devotees. You have actual love for me. Therefore, I give you my transcendental body. You can sell it. You can convince somebody to come and take this treasure, because you're the authority of it. This is what Jesus was the authority at that time of the Holy Spirit. We're the authority on this treasure of love of Krishna. I mean, hey man, prove me wrong, and nobody can. Prove me wrong, Acharya Dev, that you're the authority on love of Krishna. He can't. You can't even see no signs of it. He's intelligent, nice guy, all these things. That ain't good enough to stand before Lord Chaitanya's truths. Show me Jaipatak with all his, he has thousands and thousands of devotees. And they get all of this because of Prabhupada's books, you know, and Prabhupada's buildings, you know, that he got. And so they just slide themselves into the being as good as Prabhupada. But, oh yeah, do you have the ecstatic love that Prabhupada has? Who has the ecstatic love that you can visibly see and be sure of, that has the love of that ecstatic devotion that Prabhupada has? They don't even, it's not even an issue. It's not even a standard now that somebody should have the same ecstatic love to be the head of the discipline. Right? You don't need that. You don't need that current of ecstatic devotion. See? It's something else. It's a checklist. See? This is why it degrades to religion. Who's going to bring it out of religion? Okay? Who's going to bring the Prabhupada's books out of speculation? Only a certain person who's empowered with the same love that Prabhupada had, so that they can do something significant for the disciplic line, which is this: bring it to the platform of ecstatic devotion for those who are ready. Just like Prabhupada started his movement, he had to do the ISKCON because the God Brothers couldn't help him and wouldn't help him. They were still concerned with their own thing. Just like here, the ISKCON devotees and their followers are concerned with their own activities, which are not very significant. Not really. I mean, you know, what, and especially when this is here. What, life's all? Isn't that why you should be going to Krishna consciousness? Is that? But people are contaminated with other things or other desires. Yeah. Yeah, can you imagine? You tell the girl, yeah, she's not suffering enough. She's not you're either not intelligent enough or you're not suffering enough. And some people come here, they get a little relief from their suffering, and like prostitutes, they leave. And then they come back later. Some, you know, we have some of those. They come back, you know, get a little energy, and then they go again. You know, comes the gas. They don't get it, man. This is a lifetime. This is a life. This kind of life is forever. He is my Lord, birth after birth. If you get a real spiritual master, it's like the book, man. That's why I asked the question: is this forever? And a person who knows, because the Lord informs them. Person still trying to figure it out, you know. Well, you know, that's where you're at. It's good to know where you're at least. You know, it's humbling. All you need to do is find someone who has love for Krishna. It's so rare to find such a person. This makes it sound so nearly impossible to get find Krishna. So nearly impossible. Oh, we're not teaching loud enough. We're not shouting it from the rooftops loud enough, Freddie. Freddie.
If they at least want to listen.
Yeah, we're not making it. It's so hard to do. What? I don't tell you exactly what love of Krishna is. When I don't show you exactly what love of Krishna is. My disciples, many of them, don't show people what love of Krishna is. How difficult is it? How much? What is it? What's the difficulty? The difficulty is people's material desires and their insincerity, like that lady. Oh, okay, yeah. And if I think it's the same, is it the Italian lady?
No. It's
Yeah,
Eva. You remember?
That one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that one. Yeah. She liked that guy with that T-lock thing. And she left.
She has many Siksha gurus.
Many Siksha.
Many.
Yeah, then this Italian lady went to Rivers or your class or somebody, and said, "Oh, where's Corona and Nina? I don't see them I don't see you anymore. You know, you're like them. You know, you know what to do. You notice it's more peaceful since Corona is not around. More peaceful." Because, even he's got to become serious and stop trying to, upstage everything. You can't upstage. All you can do is become a real devotee, sincere devotee here. And not think you know everything and it's not about that. It's about relishing transcendental ras and getting the mercy of Guru and serving the devotees, not challenging them, fighting them and all that, creates a disturbance. So anyway, he's on this path. Maybe later on he'll figure it out. There's something in there, and just people are, everybody is who they are. What are you gonna do? We just fishing, right? When you're fishing, the fisherman doesn't judge the fish. They're just throw their thing out. See what they catch, and if they stick on the hook, that means Krishna's the hook, right? All I can do is throw out the fishing line, which is Krishna. He's the line, man. He's the hook. He's the line, right? He's everything. And we see what comes in. Like, see, some people stick, right? Look, Amy and Sachi, and who's it? Francis and Lalita and Johan and Fanny's. See, they stick. They stay on board, man. They don't flop around even. See, some are on board and they're flopping like this, and you don't know. Are they going to flop back into the water? Or are they going to stay? It's kind of, you don't know. They're flopping. Ever see? I guess if you never went fishing, I think I've been on. Well, I see it in the movies. Fishing. People, these fish, they get them on board. Get them in the net, throw them on board, and some just are there, and some are flopping around, and they might, go overboard. You throw out the fishing line, but something you pull in is a toilet seat instead of a big fish. Actually, you know what? There's this guy. He goes fishing. He has a magnet. He's a TikToker, he gets so many views. People love this thing. He goes fishing with a magnet, man. Big, heavy magnet. Throws it in all these places. He gets all kinds of stuff. Big, stuff like that. Toilet seat stuff. Big, heavy things, a useless thing. Iron things, Yeah, anyway, this is a pastime. We're passing our time. This is and usefully, saving souls. Even if they don't understand right away, still they made contact. Uh, the Lord remained there because, the Lord remained there because he was very eager to receive the remnants of sweet rice offered to the Gopinath deity. Having heard a narration from his spiritual master, Ishvarapuri, once happened there. Okay, I'm going to go to another chapter here. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's go fishing here. Fishing here. Chaitanya Charitamrita, we'll go to... Okay, Madhya Lila, chapter 14. You read a little bit there, Lalita.
Okay, Guru Maharaj, thank you so much. Thank you. Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Accompanied by his personal devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went. No, I can't. Just a minute. Okay. He went to the festival known as Lakshmi Vyayotsava. There, he discussed the super excellent love of the gopis.
See, accompanied by his personal devotees. That's what it's all about. Doesn't say he was accompanied by strangers. His devotees. It's your friends you're bonded with. That's what it's about here. And otherwise you can't have any real discussions. These people like the poor guru, I keep using him, but it's a great example. They discuss these kinds of topics, but they're not even initiated into these topics. They think they can just go right in there by being a guru and not having the mercy of a devotee to where they awaken their ecstatic devotion and they can just talk about all these high topics. See, so ISKCON is doing what the Gaudiya Samiti was doing and the Radhakund Babaji. They talk about all these high topics and it's questionable if they have the qualification for this stuff. That's how high it is. Can you imagine? They think if it's out of many thousands of self-realized persons who actually know Krishna, you think there's so many people in these sanghas, they all know Krishna to the point, because somebody who knows Krishna is qualified to discuss these topics. Okay? Otherwise, you're not really qualified. Okay? The books were written, especially Rasa Katha, is meant for the devotee who relishes rasa and can teach rasa because they can taste it and relish it, and they have such closeness with the Lord that they're empowered to speak it and teach it. Otherwise, it's not teachable. Yeah. So you need to be a personal associate where even though you don't see Lord Caitanya, you can see the symptoms of that Lord Chaitanya's accompanying that devotee. You see the love of Lord Caitanya on the signs in there that's going on in their temple. Like you can go to an external temple, right? You go to a temple, you can see is God's energy in there. Can you feel it, man? Or do you go in there, you feel the vibe about your empty devotees, go in there, and, doing the rules, the rituals, you see the pomp and the big fluff and all that, but you don't feel the energy of actual God being there, the transcendental potency. If I was in Mayapur, I stayed in my room. There was more transcendental potency in my room than going to that big temple where you got to watch what you're doing and everything. And everybody's sitting there without devotion. Can't even find one with ecstatic devotion. You know, I found more bhakti when I would go to that small church in Long Beach, you know, when people they had Jesus and they're singing the Donovan songs, you know, about brother, sun, sister, moons and stuff like that. There was more bhakti in those temples than I found in the ISKCON LA temple and all that. And then when I was generated in me because I'm worshiping the Lord in ecstasy, they want to, hey, don't, the temple presidents, two of them came to me, one in Laguna Beach and one in Long Beach, in LA. Both temple presidents envious and jealous of this level. And I couldn't express I couldn't chant in ecstasy, couldn't do nothing there. So where is the spirit in this stuff? That's my point. I was better off alone or being in a Christian church that had some ecstasy.
Yeah, and then they say invest in your spiritual life. They don't know what they are saying.
They don't know what the spirit life is. It's like I've been to churches also that are worshiping Jesus, empty as anything because of the people were empty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. See, so that's why a deity is installed by the devotion of a devotee. If you want, you know, then it's that energy that emanates, you know, is into the deity. Deity accepts. Oh, you know. Yeah, I mean, this is what we're dealing with. And that's why these people, they ecstatic love, what's that? No big deal. Can you imagine? I wonder what's interesting to her. Well, actually, I think she starts doing, see, this is the thing. They want to be teachers. I remember her. She was doing, that's that one. But this other one, they all want to be teachers, and they do their classes, and they get a following. And see, that's important to them. Okay? I'd rather follow Krishna and have him follow me, you know. People want followers out there. Yeah. No, how about get God following? It's so great to have God following you around, man. That's where the protection is. That's where the happiness is. That's where the purification is. That's where enlightenment is. That's where everything is. Inspiration, purity is to have God following you around. But, you know, it's reciprocal. That means you better be following him around. That's what we do when we follow the scriptures. If you get the potency of the Lord, you follow him around. You come to Sadhu Sangha. Aren't we following him around? He follows us. He comes here. We come here. We meet together. This is a rendezvous point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, echo. Mute your mic there. We got to just mute back and forth. So, yeah, that's okay. So I'll mute too. And yeah. Oh, actually, did you lower your sound? Okay, let me lower my sound too.
But I don't know when they asked that. So maybe while I was reading that they wrote that.
Okay,
and then I lowered it.
Oh, it could be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, go ahead, read on.
Okay. So just by hearing about them, he became very pleased and he danced in great ecstatic love for the Lord. So he discussed.
Lord Caitanya is the target, the role model, the standard, and when our love, this grows from a mustard seed in Sadhu Sangha, we feed it this water, and it gets more and more like that, where you become very sensitive to the name. I mean, that's my own journey. I'm saying, like, wow, it's amazing. You know, you chant and you can relish these very subtle vibrations that people look from the outside, but all you have to do is you got to go through the purification. Purification is when it's here, you have to associate with these devotees. Otherwise, you'll never understand this. You'll never be able to pick this up. You got to get purified by this, you know, and so that you can relish like the Lord relished these things, because that's why he came here, is to teach us how to become devotees and relish these transcendental potencies and make this our life. Otherwise, what is our life in the world? We're in the mundane world, and our life becomes dead stuff. dead things, dead bodies even. You see a living body, it's a dead body, man. It's not really alive. It's the spirit soul in there making it, give it some life. But that life is like a shade on it. See? The body for that kind of person who is not transcendentally awakened is like it's got a shade over it. And you love this dimness. You love actually the spirit soul, is you're attracted to that, but it's like with a big shade on it. And you see, and the person is identified with the body. That's the shade, is the identification with the mundane matter. And you are bonded to that darkness, that dark shade. See? And then like gold and silver and all that, that's even more shade. And then you got the shade of the false ego layer. How are you going to have any possibility get out of that unless you find those devotees who have received the mercy of Krishna and the shade is taken off? So when you see them, you see the Father's energy, the God's energy, the ultimate friend's energy. The potency, the transcendental potency, the shade is off of that because they're not looking at that. They're looking at the transcendental body of the Lord. See, and you're seeing the light. You're seeing the conclusive truth is the transcendental body of the Lord. See, otherwise the truth is shaded, man, by speculation. There's a shade over it. That's why people are misdirected by these gurus. Well, if they're speculating, they can't direct you to life's ultimate goal quickly. They direct you somewhere else. Oh yeah, it's over there in the rules and regulations and all that. Well, it's a longer path. You still eventually have to see somebody where the shade is taken off. See, and they direct you right into the kingdom. That's called the deliverance, the deliverer. When you're ready, you hear the real book Bhagavat, really? From the devotee Bhagavat. See, that's the quick way. You hear the essential teachings. Yeah, sit in front of a Shukadev Goswami, man, like Maharaj Parikshit did, and very quickly go back to Godhead because the shade is off of there. And you're getting now the shade of the lotus feet of the Lord. Now you know what is real purification. Now you know what is real light. Real happiness. Otherwise, you got the shade that dims that and darkens that experience. You got to see somebody experiencing the absolute truth and the shade and the coolingness of that. Now there's a popular slang expression to throw shade on somebody. Oh, throw shade on somebody. Yeah, I wonder what does that mean? Throw shade on them. Yeah, shade. Actually, yeah. So that's why you see they use the term the shade of the lotus feet of the Lord, the shade, because you just like a tree, you get shade from the tree. See? But that's materially. Okay? You can also get darkness. This when the sun is blocked by the clouds. You notice that's when people actually get depressed, when the sun is blocked by the clouds. In Europe, they have a big problem with that. People, I think even somebody here, Shamaguri has a little problem when it's always dark, because of in Germany. And even physically, not everybody, but a lot of people can be like that. I noticed in Portland, Oregon, I went to Portland and people looked like they were more or less depressed. They didn't look as happy as people that live where the sun. See, even physically. See, so can you imagine you don't have the sun of Krishna, conclusive truth and ecstatic devotion? That's why you even see Vaishnavas. There's a kind of, not always, but a lot of times they're not that happy. There's, just kind of withdrawn. Because they don't have the shade of we're meant to. That's why I'm here to teach many things, and one thing is look at the faces of the devotees who have it, who have the shade of the lotus feet of the Lord. They're bright. See, they're bright. Even when they're crying, you know, people usually cry when they're unhappy. You know, the crying in joy is very rare. You cry because you lost something. Here, you're crying and you're bright and beautiful and jovial in this, because you know this is Krishna in union and separation. There's always a brightness there. Even Radharani, Rupa Goswami wrote, when Radharani is in distress because of separation from Krishna, she's always looking bright and beautiful, even in that separation, even though it looks like just this emanation of this brightness, of this beauty, you know.
It's not material.
It's not
not a
material.
material thing.
Yeah, it's a ras, actually. It's a transcendental ras. But you can't learn this stuff unless you come to the devotees who actually relish it. You see, Lord Caitanya taught these rasas through devotees like Ramananda Roy. You know what he was? He was a Sudra. He was a Sudra, man. He was serving as under the Muslim king. Or actually, Maharaj Prataparudra, he was also kind of like I don't know, the Kshatriya types, you know, so he was doing, you know, service under the king like a minister and all that, and was considered like a Sudra, contaminated from that kind of service. Same thing with Rupa and Sanatan. They were actually Brahmins, but they considered themselves Sudras because they associated with the Muslim king. And they were doing things that were not very nice, because you got to do that when you serve a king like that. Well, he was a warrior king, and they were conquering people, and they finally gave it up. They finally said, no, we're going to serve Krishna now. No, we're not going to serve you anymore. And they said, well, put us in jail if you want, but we're not going to do this anymore. You want to give pain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, because the Lord is in all the bodies. We don't want to do that anymore. You know? Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
Okay. So just by hearing about them, he became very pleased and he danced in great ecstatic love for the Lord. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Gaurachandra. All glories to Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to Advaita Acharya, who is so exalted. All glories to all the devotees.
Yeah, you know, Advaita Acharya brought Lord Chaitanya.
You still hear me?
Yeah.
Headed by Srivas Thakur. All glories to the readers.
Can you hear me?
I still hear you because I turned it off for the
echo. You don't have to turn yours down. I'll try to remember to put my thing on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Advaita was amazing because Advaita called the Lord down. And the Lord actually came physically. But the Lord was coming anyway. He was coming, Haridas was there even before the Advent. He was chanting in ecstasy and bringing the Lord here. Madhavinda Puri brought the Lord here even before the Advent of Lord Caitanya. So the Lord was coming even when the devotees came, because he comes in the form of the ecstatic devotion. Just like here, he's coming here to us in the form of his ecstatic devotion. That's why we feel satisfied and happy. Those who actually feel deeply the presence of the Lord, according to their level of comprehension and realization, understanding and experience. See, this is how you get the protection of the Lord. This is so the Lord is not. He's already came as Lord Caitanya. This is the scheduled incarnation. He's not going to come like that. He's coming like now. He started everything. Now we have all we need for this. You know, We have his name, we have his pastimes. Now we call the Lord like this. And when you get purified, you'll feel that presence, you'll feel that protection. That's why I like, when I see Amy and Fanny, these new people coming, and they're testifying, saying, yes, I feel Krishna is here. I feel Krishna is my friend, is my purifier, is my inspiration. See, so it's proof that we're calling the Lord here, and he's coming. See, this is the greatest treasure you can get, is the Lord's association. See? This is your testimony. This is when you can help others, when you just testify, you stand up, and that's the sales pitch. It's a transcendental sales pitch. People need this. People don't know that by getting the presence of the Lord that you got, Fanny, and you, Amy, and others like you, they need to know that. They need to hear somebody, because people are standing up and testifying for their products, right? They say, oh, yeah, I got this product here, and it's usually mundane and material, right? I got this material product. It's great. It works great and everything. And you go on TikTok, go look at it. There's people standing up for the products. And it's all this. Well, who's standing up for the product of Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna? How great it is. How it's changed your life. See? So think of it like Krishna, like a product and a commodity. Something that's important, a resource. Isn't Krishna a resource, Lalita? Isn't Radha and Krishna? They're our resource. See, they're like resources give you some kind of sustenance, some kind of life, some value, some use. See, Krishna wants to be used. He wants, use me, man. I'm the bread of life. Yeah, eat me. Otherwise, you'll become some kind of cannibal out there in the world, right? Eating even the vegetables, you're a vegetable cannibal. You're eating vegetables. See, so we need to learn to get this kind of food. Eat Krishna. How do you do that? Chant Hare Krishna. Chant Lord Caitanya's names and his devotees' names, right? That's we're eating the Lord. Eating the transcendental potency. Be enlivened, getting awakened, come to Sadhu Sangha, come to the devotees, associate with ecstatic devotees. There's no other practical way to get this bhakti where you can eat the transcendental word of God. Otherwise, you don't know when Jesus says, I'm the bread of life. What the heck does that mean? What, I got to eat you? That's why he lost 52 to disciples. He said, eat me, and what? I eat, cannibal. Is a metaphor, man. You got to eat. Krishna is subtle. He's not material. It's a sound vibration. He's left himself as a sound vibration. It's a name, Krishna. He is his name. This is a spiritual principle. You come here, you TikTokers, you should come here regularly, and you'll learn how to eat this transcendental sound vibration and feel a sustenance you cannot get from any food, not as a vegan, not as a vitamin, not as a fruit even, a material fruit. You'll get this spiritual fruit that the devotees here carry. And you'll find a happiness that is out of this world, man. No shaman can give you this kind of happiness. No drug, no LSD, no ayahuasca. Nothing is like this, because this is organic, transcendentally organic. And it's all in all of us. This spirit, this relationship is just waiting to be awakened. And that's what we do here. Nobody on TikTok that I've seen can awaken this. Nobody on Facebook or YouTube. They don't even care about this like that lady. They don't care. What is this? Oh, love of God. Love of God is the greatest treasure you can get. It's the pearl of great price Jesus Christ was talking about. We explain it more and get it more clear, more practical how to achieve that. You see, and this is our selling point. If we can convince, this is our fishing hook. Man, if you can be convinced to come here for 30 friggin' days, it could change your whole life forever. Otherwise, what you got looking at you, staring in your face is rebirth. More births, more deaths, more illusions on this side, that side. And then you start to come in religion. You got more illusions there. You got teachers and gurus who are hypocrites and liars and cheaters usually. Even if they're sincere, they sincerely cheat you because they don't know the goal of life. They don't taste the goal of life, which is Hare Krishna in ecstasy. Transcendental ecstasy, chanting. That's why the Lord taught this path, man. And people don't do it. You know why they don't do it? Or they do it dryly? Because they don't meet ecstatic devotees. That's what's rare now. Well, hey, hello, everybody. We have real ecstatic devotees here, yes. And you can get the highest goal of life in this life. You can forget the Narayana Maharaj preaching now. That should be diminishing now. And come and see people who have real ras, who taste the real ras, and are bold enough and confident enough and have the order to distribute it and taste it publicly so that people can find the goal of life easily. And it's like, oh, it's so rare. Yeah. Well, you're seeing it here. We're tasting it here. We're demonstrating the product is very good and it works great. It gives you a nice complexion, rosy cheeks, nice red eyes. Yeah. Read something on the comments there.
Yeah, I don't always understand the language of Andromeda. So
Yeah.
these people that are using terms about multiple, timeless, and dimensions and ascension, but when you get this spontaneous devotional energy, this rises one to the highest level that frees one from all the steps required from an impersonal level of this all in one concept.
Yeah, I mean, this is the mercy of Lord Caitanya to cut right to the chase. He had the power to do this, but not only him, but his associates. He uses his associate. He comes as that kind of a powerful associate to do the job like that and cut right through all the other layers and levels and everything. That's why people get it here. The Lord wants to prove that this is the place to come for everybody. If you understand this, or you want to understand this, or you're suffering enough, man, miserable enough in this world and see no way out, or you're just intelligent like some devotees who come here and want the truth. We do it here. We do the job. What are these gurus doing? Not much, really. They engage you in a lot of rules and prance around stages with sticks and speak a little flowery philosophy. But what does it do? Not much.
They don't speak the language of the Lord. It's
No.
only when you speak his language that you can communicate with him and then you get the real information.
Yes. This is powerful, man. This changes lives. And that's why you have to hear, so you start to wake up. In Nectar of Devotion, Prabhupada wrote that people have been bitten by this Maya. And it puts you in like a coma. But the antidote is the Harikatha, is the talks of the Lord. You start to wake up. All of us, waking up more. By these talks, I'm amazed myself. I'm sitting there watching how this works. That they like, my God, this stuff just comes out of the blue. Where is this? I mean, there's no human possible to speak these things. Jesus realized that. Prabhupada realized. He said, he says the Lord is dictating these things. That's why I was always instantly attracted to Jesus and his real followers and Prabhupada. And then I meet the followers of Prabhupada, no attraction, just like, what is these guys? Who are they, man? They're just usurpers. It's like when here, the Krishna gets rid of the usurper. Oh, you want to be something special? Get out of here, man. The Krishnas are like the doorman here. Don't you? You want to we're here to taste this love of Krishna and bring forth the God here. God is very pure, and it's a pure message. That's why these people, when they come, they go, well, what are you getting here? Love of God. Oh, well, no.
You have no idea what it is. No idea.
I'm not interested. What do you want? He should have asked her, well, what do you want? What are you really interested? What's your passion in life? What do you want? Be interesting to get an answer. Because people, usually have different beliefs or, you followers of these gurus, you should ask them, what do you guys want? What is your goal in life? That's actually, Krishna teaches that. What is your goal in life?
They do it with the mind. It's with the
Yeah.
mind. It's not a soul thing when you hear them
Yeah.
speaking.
Yeah, even the Narayan Maharaj group, he used to use he used the right lingo. Yeah, what is your goal? What is your aim in life? What is your method and all that stuff? And so he would use the right lingo, but then the method, he would say Sadhu Sangha and all that stuff, but always the deed. The deed is the emphasis on rules, regulations, and the Sadhu Sangha you get never brought, not even one person I've seen on the level of ecstatic devotion. Not even one. Not his biggest gurus or anything. Of course, they got other things, the power to do austerities. If that's your goal. Yeah, see, this is the hypocrisy in it. They say the right things, but can't get the right things. Here we say, I say, love of God, and then you see love of Krishna. You see the symptoms of that. The transcendental knowledge is supposed to be given by the guru. That what is it for, transcendental knowledge? So that you can get the highest goal of life, right? What else would you want transcendental knowledge for? What, to go to Brahman level and be liberated soul, mukti, salvation? No, transcendental knowledge of the highest truth is this. Love of Krishna gets you everything. Don't we show that enough that's everything here? Yeah, that's the protection. That's the inspiration. Look, we got witnesses saying, yeah, go all right. He seems a little odd, very different, and maybe even a little crazy, but look at the results, man. The result is, can't be a terrible tree here. Can't be even a good tree. You can't find a good or bad tree here. You have a transcendental tree. You get transcendental experiences, which is Krishna consciousness is meant to be. A transcendental experience of God, man. Spiritual communion with the Supreme Lord so that you know him and he knows you. You become one of those few people that know the Lord and he knows you. Like Jesus said, only the Father knows the Son. And he's our friend and beloved level. This father thing, I don't need a father anymore. It's just like here, that you grow up, you don't need a father or mother anymore, right? You transcend
When
that.
you have a lover, he does everything for you.
Yeah.
He's
So
your father.
Jesus got things going, okay, like the Father, and he even showed me, it's like the Father, yeah. And then, okay, you start to mature, when you get the right shiksha, the right, okay, I see, Lord, you were an intimate friend. You're my intimate friend. Wow, you want to be my intimate friend. Oh, and I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, I like that relation. Yeah, it's nice, juicy. Because you like it. You wanted that more than this. Oh, Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. And don't know what I'm talking about.
Didn't Jesus more use that father thing to explain Guru Tattva concept? The
No.
Holy Trinity? No?
No. He used the Father thing because that's what he showed me. He showed me how the Father, that was his experience, that were like at least what he was here to bring, that level of consciousness. So when I got that experience, I could say, oh, that's a perfect way to look, because God was in everything. Even though I didn't know the deeper nature, but I felt of this, the Lord being in every particle, and I was one of those conscious particles, and he was in everything. And I just like, wow, that's the Father. I knew it. I instantly knew this is what Jesus, why he used that. Because it's like a Father thing. He's in everything, he's just, yeah. But didn't know this level. This is a whole, this is where we completely know the Lord in his personal aspect. The Bhagavad Gita says, those who just know me as the one in everything, like that experience, don't really know me. And I could see that now. But those who know me also as the son of Nanda Maharaj, or the son of Mother Yashoda, or the son of Sachi Devi, really know me. They know the mentality of the Lord. He's got this playful, joyful, he likes to associate with his parts and parcels very intimately, like a friend. See, this is that. And he also is that, and knows everything and all that. But this is his other aspect. He comes and he likes to relate to his parts and parcels very intimately. Even here, he wants to get that going, like he is there's a spiritual realm where he's personally in, like Vrindavan, in transcendental Vrindavan, where he's intimately relating to the parts and parcels there. Well, he brings that Dham here. He brings many of those devotees here, and those who are ready to be purified to the max here, like us, actually, because we're accepting that. We're learning about that relation. We're getting purified, even though we were not maybe perfect without all material desires. It doesn't matter. We're attracted to that. We're open to that. The Lord came to give this to those who are open to this. That's why you see these Vaidhi Bhaktas are not yet ready for that. They're not open to this. See, we are, therefore the Lord can work with us. Okay, but if you're not open, if there's no room for these deeper conceptions that are being transmitted here in our Sadhu Sangha program, or there's no interest, then you can't partake in this sacrifice. You cannot get this you'll be taking more births, because you got to come to the point of ecstatic worship. Otherwise, you take another birth. That's where the books even teach that. That's why I teach what's in the books. Brahma says those who evince the symptoms of ecstasy, tears in the eyes, ecstatic devotional symptoms, are promoted to the kingdom of God. They do not take another birth. And you can't, even if you take another birth in Krishna's pastimes, you can't consider that an ordinary birth. You're going right to, the Lord himself is transcendence, and you just finish up Bhumi Vrindavan. That's why these books are fantastic. They tell you all these details that you can't know anywhere else, and they make perfect sense. Perfect sense. You say, God is more reasonable than any of Buddhist philosophy, any speculations of other philosophers. No. Hands down. That's why you come here, man. You're going to learn something very reasonable, very logical. You're going to see how great God really is, how all-encompassing he is, how he's got the most interesting philosophy, interesting truths, clear truths, clarifying truths, powerful truths, gives you the greatest happiness, the greatest revelations. It's just great upon great upon great. There ain't anything, hands down. You come here, because I'm always learning these greatness. Somebody was talking about, they, think that you reach something and you don't need to know anymore. Are you kidding? I'm learning all the time here. Discovering, more dimensions of the Lord. It's infinite. And it's amazing. I'll be entertained for zillions and billions and beyond, because that's the way the Lord is. You're not going to find any other path that is so fast, so clear, so clarifying, So amazing, so fantastic, so beautiful, so powerful. But you got to come and listen. If you don't, you won't be able to appreciate it. I come to listen. Why shouldn't anybody else? You got to be an example. Yeah, I may have all kinds of imperfections or not be anything special, but I do this. I come here every day to participate in this. I'm listening attentively here also.
Was the first word on the list that Prabhupada said, hearing. No
Here,
hearing and chanting.
yeah, you don't hear. I see it. The people don't hear. They don't get it. And then they especially how ludicrous these guys are. They go and they they never even come once, or they come for a few seconds and then go, and then they think they know everything. That is the height of epitome of stupidity. And you guys, whoever listens to them is as stupid, becomes as stupid as they are, and does the same stupid mistakes. See, that's why you need to listen to this word. It's intelligent. It's clear. To me, I don't consider people, you think the Acharya Devs and all these Radhanas are intelligent. I think they're not. I think Amy is smart. I think Fanny is smart because they got the mercy of the Lord. That's smart. To know how to get the mercy of the Lord, to go where the mercy of the Lord is, that's intelligence. That's why you don't have to be anything special. These guys appear special to the world and to their blind followers. They're just blind gurus and blind followers. But these people have their eyes open. Is that not true? You got to come here and listen to get purified, to understand common sense, actually. Amy's got sight. Fanny's got real sight. See? Those guys are blind. They're appreciated by the world and the worldly. They're in Maya. They're in illusion. These persons are in the truth and are being delivered and are delivered already. Krishna's given themselves to them. Now that's smart. People got to learn what is intelligent, what is smart, and what is dumb. Dumb is Acharya Dev, not getting his butt here. That's the truth, man. Jaipataka Radhanath is dumb not being here. Is that right? Is this an ego thing, or is it just the truth? Don't tell me that's smart with all their degrees and all their followers. Smart is to know where God is. God is in the midst of us here. God comes here every day as Krishna, Lord Caitanya, and Radharani. And we prove it. And that's there. They need to be humbled because that's not smart not to be here. So don't tell me that's smart. That's the blind leading the blind. You're not smart until your eyes are opened by bhakti, tears of love. I'm sure Amy and Fanny are crying, and like Lalita and other devotees, Janakis and Govindas. These are smart people. You followers of anybody else, of Buddhists and all that, if you're fortunate, the Lord will give you the smarts, the intelligence, because he's the intelligent of the intelligent. He's the stupidity of the stupid also. He can give you that stupid potency. You want the smart potency? Well, listen to this word. Follow these smart people. You want to be happy in this life? You want to be purified in this life? You want to get the highest happiness, love of Krishna in this life? Well, come here and listen. Listen to this word. Listen to this direction for a month or two. If you want to save your soul or awaken your soul out of this darkness that none of these gurus have proven they can do, take you out of the darkness like we actually do. We actually do it. What a concept. Everybody's so used to going to people that can't do anything, can't do much, or can only do materially for you. Here we do spiritually. Lord Caitanya, I just teach people what Lord Caitanya taught. He realized man's need is spiritual, to have their spirit awakened, have that relationship solidified with the Supreme Personality of Godhead forever. So you're safe. We're not safe without the transcendental association of the transcendental Lord. Maya is unsafe. It's all bullshit to keep you safe. These government want to keep you safe. It's all a lie. She lies, she cheats, she deceives, especially now. And in religion, they lie, they cheat and deceive. Don't tell me you're a guru if you can't bring people. Guru in the Hare Krishna movement is bring people to Krishna, the transcendental Krishna. God is transcendental. He's spirit. He's spiritual. Whoever can do that is the real guru. Anybody ready for real? Or you want to do fake, phony, imitation, lies, deceptions? We don't deceive here. We just do the job, connect people with the Supreme Spirit, awaken Krishna inside them, and we prove it. We show it. We demonstrate it. I'm not shy about it. Lalita's not shy of showing what the glorious transformation she's gone through. Or Johan, or Lalita, or anybody, Govinda, River. Don't you want to do real? Come on, how more real can you get? And this is the absolutely pure religion because the Lord has made it so. We don't make it so. We just come to the Lord. He comes to us somehow or other. I just feel like that there's people in Vrindavan. Why is the Lord coming to us every day? I don't know. I don't care. Just keep coming, man. Keep coming, keep purifying, keep us safe. Because Gavin Newsom and Trudeau are not going to keep you safe, and Biden certainly ain't going to keep you safe. They're all part of the material illusion. They're a great lesson that that's not where safety is. All you do is lose your intelligence. Here you become intelligent. On all levels, even. You could see, well, what kind of safety? Can you imagine people take that? And there was I'm going to keep mentioning it to you. Wake up, you people, you stupid people in our Sangha. I'm sorry, that's the truth. How can you think that that is going to protect you from something that has a 99.9? This is all in the what do you call the records. 99 COVID thing is 99.9% recovery rate. And you thought you had to put that in you to get recovered? And now we hear all this stuff, all these problems with this. But you guys don't hear because you don't have the mainstream, but I know. See, it's just, that's not, you come here more and you'll see. Maya's always lying. This is the end times, man. If you can't even see that, that's amazing to me. You can't see that this is the apocalypse. Can you see that, Lalita, that this is the end times? Yeah, you can't? I mean, this is not that the end time, the end of this kind of age of stuff.
Yeah.
Where the Lord, this is, the truth is coming out. The truth that's been hidden in the closets is shouted from the rooftops. See, but the Maya is always trying to hide all levels of truth. That's what she does. So you got to be a little smart. Yeah, go ahead. What?
Caitanya would not come now if it was not needed.
What?
Caitanya would not appear now again. This revival would not be there if it was not needed. He always comes at such a crucial moment.
Oh, yeah, this is a crucial. Yeah, definitely. That's why you see, not only is the lies coming out and the good guys trying to counteract, but the devotional service is coming out to show it's supreme, because this is how we counteract it. The Lord comes here and he does it for us, and whoever wants to come, you want to counteract it. See, it has the power is not in See, both the demons and demigods are trying to they have faith in getting more people on board to conquer over each other. See, they have faith in getting an army. See, like the ones, the good people who see there's bullshit going on, the demons are lying to them. They're trying to get people on board to believe. See, so the demons are also trying to lie to people, deceive them and everything to get them on board with their agenda. Yeah, they say, oh yeah, climate change and all this stuff and green and all this stuff. Yeah, we really want to help the planet. No, they want to, this tyrants. They want to control people. They want to use all these things because nobody would go for what they want to accomplish. They have to lie and deceive and cheat. That's what Maya does. And the people who got a little more intelligence, they see that. And they try to conquer it, but they need other people to do that. We've already conquered. We've conquered everything here. So we're free. And we'll set as many people free that want to be free. Nothing to do with the material body. The material body is going to go today, tomorrow, next week, next year. Who knows? It's going to go. But while we're here, we're free. And we're here to free others. So win souls. Whoever hears this preaching and comes into this shelter, whoever is led here, becomes easily freed from illusion. That's the point. That's the essence. I could use my energy to fight all that, right? Or the demons use their energy to conquer, and they think they have faith that it's about conquering, but it's all about their material bodies. Material, subtle or gross. They want to save that. Who we really are is spirit. We're eternal, immortal beings. Well, we've activated that. And so we just continue on this path. See? And help activate others. Yeah.
This is the Ark of Noah.
Yeah. And I only mention this stuff just to keep you keep you safe, because if you put too much of that in you're not, so I don't know, just to me, it's like survival stuff. I mean, I'm not, everything is under the control of the Lord, but it's just, you can mention a few things, on that level. You want to stick around in our Sadhu Sangha for a while, I mean, there's some healthy tips. Don't drink fluoridated water, it might calcify your pineal, have a difficulty to connect. I don't know. You just might want to purify your water, basic things.
They gave us fluor in the toothpaste. And he gave extra. He has 6 kids, and all his kids, they have stains on their teeth because they took that fluoride.
Oh, yeah.
The dentist, he gave extra, more fluoride to his own kids because it's good for the teeth. And all those kids have bad teeth. Big stains on their teeth. I know that family. I know that dentist. I know the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, the fluoride is another thing. Don't use fluoridated toothpaste because it also does stuff for the teeth and your calcifying. That's the whole point. Yeah. So anyway, it's just common sense because it's an event where they're actually want to reduce the population. You can see now. I just connect the dots. I mean, fluoride. Putting that metal in your teeth. They put in for years they were putting in mercury and stuff like that screws your brain up. They have chemtrails they get the regular pilots because they can't do it all with the army. They have regular pilots. They give them a pile of I just saw on TikTok. The guy said, well, I sold the plane, but this is what I've been doing. They just give us a bag of money and they refit our plane with chemtrail stuff. And we just dump chemicals on people. Ha, ha, ha. We don't care. We have no scruples. So a lot of people in the world are like that, and they, so that's why we see everywhere, even here in Playa, everywhere. This is why are they doing? And then they go see the hypocrisy of the world. Oh, climate change. Oh, climate change, and they're sitting there dumping chemicals on the world. Climate change, and these elites are in their jets flying all over the place, anywhere they want. Yeah, climate change, and they build underground bunkers now. Not bunkers, but big cities underground now. They have big places, huge. It's all coming. See, it's all coming to light. If you have, I don't know where you guys don't get this, but this all that you show. They're showing videos with these big places underground, huge. Because they have technology to hollow out places now like this. Huge areas where people, when the shit hits the fan, these elites, they go under there and they live in nice places. Yeah, it's just all bullshit, all that energy. This is freedom, man. This relationship with God is it's everything. What else, But you got to come, you got to hear, you got to associate with devotees, make friends with these devotees. Then you have Vrindavan friends. People that are related to Vrindavan. This is the best. That's why I keep saying, make friends with the devotees here. Yeah. And if you have trouble with any of them, they're usually reflecting something to you, So get over it gradually or quickly. See, when you start to feel how Maya just can't compete with this, its most glorious gift. Yeah, exactly. That's the way we see. The Lord is informing us more and more. We start to like what he likes, and he likes the best. He came, I love this. He comes and he's chanting Hare Krishna, and he's dedicated to this Hari Nam, dedicated, like he's not doing it. Gradually I see more. Wow, I could see that, Lord. Why you really? This is so fantastic. This chanting, it's like instant access to your association now. It becomes, life ultimate goal is you open your mouth and it's attained. It's like, wow, the Lord's here with you, and he's showing you stuff and understanding great things that but no human being can tell you. Unless they're real devotees,
That mercy is unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't hear echo. Oh, yeah, a lot of Dramana's speaking a lot today, huh?
Oh, many days.
Oh, wow, look at Dramana. Sorry, I can't read all those things. There's so many. Dramana. That's good. That means that you're getting stuff, Yeah. Okay, read another verse or two.
Okay. All glories to all the devotees, headed by Srivas Sakura. All glories to the readers who have taken Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their life and soul.
Yeah, I want to see that again. What verse is that one?
3. You want me to read it again?
No, I want to read the word for word in that.
Yeah, okay.
I knew it. See, all glories to the hearers. See, not readers. All in the word for word. All glories to the hearers. Every time I come, I want to always check the word for word, because a lot of people they think it's the reading. All glories to the hearers of Chaitanya by the devotees. Oh, here's Govinda. Okay, great. Yeah, all glories to the hearers of Chaitanya Charitamrita. See, because that puts, now you know the importance of hearing. from the devotees. Otherwise, reading, you can do that on your own, right? All glories to the readers. But see, the word for word is all glories to the hearers of Chaitanya. That's where you get it by hearing. Even the devotee, you should. That's why I tell people that when they say, should I read Chaitanya? No, I hear it. Even you read it out loud. Hear the vibration of it. Very important. Yeah. You don't see Lalita just reading. She chants the verses in ecstasy. She shows you how to do it. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita. Yeah, so wait, I want to say something about that again. Yeah, all glories to the hearers. All glories to the hearers who have taken Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their life and soul. See, that's a devotee. See, that's Sadhu Sangha with devotee. You notice here, they're devotees who we've taken Lord Chaitanya as our life and soul. Lord Chaitanya is Radha and Krishna. The more we realize that, the more you realize your love for Lord Chaitanya, you realize, he's the combined form. It's the love of Krishna, Radha and Krishna. Deeper realization, you realize, I see, I'm just like a maidservant for them. Okay? You're reading for them, and the love of God awakens in you. That means Radha and Krishna with you. Lord Chaitanya, Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya. Shri, see, secret. Shri Krishna. Shri is Radha. Krishna. Chaitanya, his life. See, is that your life and soul? See, I am so fortunate I get to associate with people here whose life and soul are Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. Oh, I am a success already. That's why I say, man, it's all gravy here. It's all icing on the cake, cherries on top. All moonbeams and all that sweet stuff. Everything. Every day is another victory. All victory to the holy name of Krishna. You TikTokers, listen well. Ooh, got 18 of you. Good. Keep listening. Keep coming here regularly. We'll show you content that is fascinating, that is stupendous, amazing, fantastic, and it will change your life forever. It just takes a little time to acquire a taste. Go ahead there, Lalita.
Stephen translated as life and soul is prana. Prana, that's what you need to breathe. This translation in I don't know Sanskrit, but I read that word prana as translation of life and soul. Isn't it?
Yeah. Prana is your life and soul. Well, prana, that's the level of the body still. Prana for the body. It's not, the life and soul is beyond prana. See? That's why this is a hard sell. You got to be empowered to sell this because it's beyond even that subtleness of prana. See, that's to do with your prana and your well-being of the. But this prana, this life and soul of Lord Chaitanya is beyond all of that. He's beyond the material universe. Even Brahman hides his true face. The shining Brahman, people still don't see the Lord. He's conclusive truth, and the vibration of a realized devotee. That's why it works here. That's why people are waking up here. That's why Govinda looks intoxicated. He's picking up. I guarantee if he was doing pranic breathing and all that, he wouldn't look like this. And Lalita wouldn't either. Yeah. But prana is good. I mean, I do breathing too. It helps, energizes the body, keeps him, we got to keep, it's prescribed duties. Keep the body in good shape. That's why I say don't be putting poison in your body, man. Keep the body in good shape.
This is prana of real life, actually. The prana of real life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to the hypocrisy of these guys. You see, they were compiling things about the hypocrisy of these guys say one thing and change their mind back and forth, back and forth. It was, I think I saved it. I might, I might start putting some of this stuff because you guys, some of you guys think I'm crazy that I've got this defect that I'm not seeing things as they are in this world even. Like Evo, he said, well, you're good spiritually, but you're not seeing things. There's no conspiracies in this world.
No, it's not like that. You're seeing very, very, very clearly and giving clear information on all levels. If you're putting that in your body, you're dumb. You're just dumb. You don't know what's going on. You are the research because you didn't do your research.
I was watching this. The guy was compiling all this stuff to show how to be. I'm sorry if this offends anybody's false ego, but it was showing how stupid people were doing. There was this guy. They show how they did it in different stages and everything. And the ultimate, I had to laugh. It was so funny. The guy was the governor of New York or the mayor of New York. And he's got the McDonald's hamburger and he's got fries. He says, okay, man, come get your fries, man. You just get your little thing. And boy, man, you get a McDonald's fries. And oh boy, they're giving a bonus, man. They're going to get a Big Mac, man, along with that. Just go get your thing, everybody. And people went, wow, let's go get our fries and we'll go do that, man. They think they've saved some money, but actually, you get all these things.
Well, let's give an organ. Let's give an organ. We will receive a Big Mac in exchange.
Unbelievable, man. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know, man. The thing is, I can't really do. I mean, if I want to keep the Facebook thing, you can't. Things that I find on. Oops, did we lose it? Okay, we're back. Yeah, I can't be putting all this stuff, otherwise we lose the face. But I figure you guys doing your research too a little bit, so you can see at least a general idea of what's going on. You got to see the times we're living in. It's like, could you imagine the Christians not the Romans were after them, and the Romans were doing all that. They were in hiding, man. They had to be smart. They had to be intelligent to survive. So I'm just saying, to survive now, you got to be a little intelligent, and so that we can continue our meetings. Like, I don't put this stuff on there because I like our channel to survive, so that people can continue hearing, because this is more important, really. And there's enough information and people that's their service, to do. And so this is like, hey man, what can we do to keep this thing going and keep it alive, so that it doesn't get censored and all this stuff. So a lot of I can move this program to these other platforms, but I think this Facebook is kind of good for new people because they can come, and it's easy for you guys to access it. You just go right there.
Good for the old people as well.
Yeah. Even though they're CIA, this Facebook is CIA completely. They want to know everything. They're taking all our data and all that stuff.
I thought it was a really wonderful, interesting revelation you made about Kalki being here now. I get that. You were talking about it in a recent class, Harry.
Yeah,
about Kalki also being here now. Kalki is destroying people. People have been destroyed. If people can't see that, they're in a big level of illusion, and to not see that, I don't know what planet you're really living on or what cloud you're living under. It's not Krishna cloud. It's not Guru Hari cloud fully. If you can't see Maya Tattva, because you're giving us the clear, you're giving, as I said before, clear everything, like Mary, it's actually looking right through you. Yeah, I thought it's an interesting, when they make an interesting painting, Kalki on a horse with syringes, you know, it's kind of a painting. Yeah, it's, but you're
Well,
giving this, yeah, you're giving such mercy. Yeah, yeah.
well, it seems to be happening like that. It's like,
Hmm.
why does it have to be, these things are analogies, being on a white horse with a sword going around. People think it literally, but how about like this? And think people say, well, Kali Yuga is 400 more years. Well, the Lord, even Jesus said in the Bible that the Lord sped things up for for the elect's sake. So this could all be speeded up, and especially see this. You have to take in account that Lord Chaitanya came too, and that speeds things up automatically. There's more light here now. This Kalki thing comes in all these 27 Divya Yugas. There's a Kalki there because everything is long and drawn out, obviously. But the Lord has sped everything up because in this Kali Yuga, which is 4,320,000,000 years, or they say these rotations of Kali Yuga to Satya Yuga to Kali Yuga 27 times. So now we got Lord Chaitanya, and the Bhagavatam is all about, the Bhagavatam was written before Lord Chaitanya's advent. Okay? So it's talking about basically the Kalki, that comes in these other times. So this is a factor here. And we can see, I mean, you could see they're given this thing and they are dying. I mean, I'm sorry if you guys can't see. I mean, I have so much information. There are towns, they have all these people that have died from this thing already. Of course, you don't see this on mainstream media, but I see this because I have my things. But there are villages and towns where they know that this has happened, and they have the names of each people. Even in London, they have the names of so many people that have, in the last few years. Doctors, there's always over 100 doctors that have, in just the last couple of years, in Canada, they have the names of all those doctors. How do 100 young doctors die in a year and a half? And they all got that. And every day you see the star, and because people are dumbed down and they lack information, this is why Maya is doing this, using technology, because we make decisions based on the information we have. And you'll think, well, see, all this goes in the programming, right? From the mainstream media, they're all saying what they want you to believe. Okay. And you make your decision on that. Oh yeah, this is the way it is. Yeah, yeah. And then somebody comes in like me and says, well, wait a second, look at this and look at this. No, 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 that's not really happening. See? But you don't see all these other doctors who have sacrificed their reputation, their lives even, just for this level of the truth. This is like, in Mahabharata, people that are good people, they have scruples, they have morals. They will sacrifice their job and their reputation and their money to live their thing. And that's the good. See, and they get a great reward in heaven, actually. And they believe in that, because they believe in that truth and their morals. And that's why it's taught in the world. It's mode of goodness. See, you get a place amongst the demigods in the higher planets. And the demons, their destination, the liars, the cheaters, and deceivers, they're deceived, and they've lost the real path. They go in darker regions. So this stuff is going on, but we're in a special time, right? Look what we're preaching. And this is for everybody. See, anybody can take this message. This is a reasonable preaching. This is a reasonable God. There's one guy, I might preach to him a little bit because he's a very intelligent guy, but he's with the WEF. And he's a historian, and he's the protege. Like if when Klaus Schwab goes, this guy will take over. Yeah, and he doesn't believe in. He's a god now, see, because he's got intelligence and all that stuff and all that, but it's not purified. But why he's looking for reason. He's looking for a reasonable God. Well, I'll give him one. I'll show you the Lord is more intelligent than any big demon. Some of these demons have big intelligence, but it's crafty and it's impure, and it lacks the connection with others. They're very selfish. It's these lizard types. Ones David Icke talks about. They have no compassion, they look at you like an ant. This is all in Bhagavatam too. It talks about the serpent level of the hellish planets. The hellish planets where these serpents live. If serpents are there, and they kind of got, they show this stuff in the movies, and what they call not only serpents, but that class. What do they call that class? If you're a lizard or a serpent or
Reptile.
Nagas?
reptile.
Oh, right.
I know an English word.
Yeah, reptile. Yeah, the reptile class. Yeah, they actually, they have some kind of reptilian intelligence. Some of them have very technologically advanced, and they think. I mean, according to the things here, they say that some of our governments have made contact with them, and they've given them, actually, the governments, in exchange for humans, for their food source and their experimentations and stuff. Great technology, and that's why we have a lot of this technology. A lot of it's not that good, actually. It's just not good for us. It's good for tyrants, because this is on tap, is to use technology to control everything and everybody. There's never been a time that in the history to control the whole world. They can never control the whole world, except now is a possibility, and they're licking their chops. These tyrants is like, wow. I mean, this is their big orgasm. I'm telling you, they get really off on this, like, oh, we can control the world. We can depopulate. We can control everything through mainstream media. We have all these outlets. We can control everybody's thought processes. We can put chips in them. We can do all this stuff. They're like, it's a big orgasm for them. I didn't know that this existed before. I had no idea the extent of it, but now it's coming out. Yeah, so these people really want. I mean, could you imagine? They have so much motivation to control the world. This is intense motivation. To do what they do, and to have their plans, and they have their meetings, and all their all the stuff, the work they're doing to get all this control. What motivation? I have zilch motivation for that, but I just want to control God, man. I want him to come here every day. You feel that way? Let's cut to the chase, man. You want to control all these people so hard, but the Lord has given us the easy way to control him through bhakti, getting devotion. This bhakti, this thing you've never heard on TikTok. I guarantee you, out of many millions of people talking on TikTok and Facebook Live, nobody talks about the power of devotion to control God that nobody knows. It forces him to reveal himself. I have intense desire. For as much as desire these guys to control all these people in illusion and Maya and all these. I want that Lord like that. Yeah. You want to control something? Might as well go for the best, man. Control that Supreme Lord. But you need this bhakti, man, and we got it, man. We're dispensers of this pure devotion, man. That's our work here. Very fixed, one-pointed. Bhakti. Come very. Your demon will change you, man. You'll go. That's like Krishna. He touched that lizard. You'll be touched by that Krishna, Vrindavan, man, and you'll change from a lizard into that demigod. Beautiful being with a beautiful heart. See, isn't that funny? In that pastime, he lifted a lizard out of the well. See, you lizard, that's a metaphor, people. You lizard beings, or you followers of lizards, you're in a dark well. See, we got that magic touch of Krishna, man. We'll give you that touch, and he'll lift you, and your beautiful form will manifest. You can put that in the book there. Isn't that amazing? I never saw the pastime like that until now. That's why I come here every day. I get all these revelations. I love it, man. God, it's amazing. I heard that lizard pastime so many times. It's always new and fresh, and we prove it every day. This is a fresh one, man. Never understood the metaphor of that. That's why these teachings are
That's
deep,
how rich it is.
very rich, man. And that lady would come, she'd go, oh, what's so good about that? Let me go away. I live for this. Just like the Lord, he considered, Lord Caitanya said, give me a verse, that's treasure, Mars Pratapuruja. Oh, that verse you chanted, oh, there's such perfection, because the verse is treasure, man. The verse is the path. The verse is the way out for his devotees. Okay? 10th canto verse, I'll repeat it. Mars Pratapuruja said in the garden with Lord Caitanya. He said the pastimes of Krishna. That's all these things. See, the lizard and the well and the metaphor revealed that you're in the well. You don't even know it. You lizards out there. You snakes in the grass. All of you in a dark well. Be touched by this transcendental Lord that we carry here. Oh, yes, the pastimes of Krishna, the truth about Krishna, the revelations of these pastimes. They purify, they liberate the souls in this world. And they're passed on by great personalities who are great personalities, somebody that just has got the great fortune to be touched by the mercy of Lord Caitanya. And that's the mercy we share here, to be touched by Lord Chaitanya's grace, and then you will touch others with that grace. That's the real disciplic line that we carry here.
And that brings us in real deep contact with Krishna, so that we can build on that relationship.
Yeah. See, David Balaram says, replying to Andromeda, why are you so hung up on this Lord Kalki subject? Every other day or so, you bring up the same info about Nostradamus and where you got this. Gurudev at least mentions it every time you bring it up. This is instilling fear every time you say it. Well, I don't think so, Bala. I don't think she's afraid. Maybe it's instilling fear in you. But I don't know what did she say about this? Do you, well, let me see.
I cannot follow all her conversations.
Yeah.
I need to...
Reptilian brain is present in every human, but the transcendental association. Yeah. Anyway, don't worry about it too much, Bala.
She doesn't seem a fearful person, Andromeda.
She's not She's not fearful. But anyway, you just keep coming Balaram and everything will, there's a lot of purification that goes on here. A lot of projection too sometimes. It doesn't matter. Just it'll all go in the wash. Yeah. I'll read these comments later. Go on, read another verse. What the heck?
Okay. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was resting in ecstatic love, Maharaj Prataparudra entered the garden.
Oh, this is the pastime. I didn't have no idea that. This is the pastime where he quoted that verse.
No coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Doesn't exist.
If you believe in coincidences. Go ahead.
Following Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's instructions, the king had given up his royal dress. I like that. He now entered the garden.
Yeah, you see, this is the path. He accepted
Yeah.
the instructions. Now, see, he's a great king, right? And he's had royal dress. This is the path for you gurus. This is your path. This is your opportunity, Radhanath and Acharya Dev and all of you, is Sarvabhauma was just a simple devotee, and this was a royal king. We're also very simple here, but we've got the truth. We got the keys to the kingdom for you. This, prove it in this pastime here. You got your royal dress there, your sannyasi uniforms, your big followings like the king and everything. But you know, if any one of you hears this truth and it touches your heart, you'll do what that king did. Because we carry that Lord Caitanya here for real. See? And you will get that Lord Caitanya, just like that king got that Lord Caitanya, by following the instructions of the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And those instructions are given here. You give up your royal dress. You can keep that dress on, but you give it up. Give up your faith in your royal dress of a sannyasi and a guru and all that. Give up your belief that makes you important, that you're important because of this. This makes you important. Is Lord Chaitanya's grace, and we got that grace. This is what real importance is. This will make you a real guru. What you see is a real guru here, because the real guru gives the grace of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, and that's what we do here. See, that's real guru. That's real importance. You can't do that. None of you showed anybody that you can do that. With all your juggling the philosophy and your fancy words and jokes and playing pianos and all of that, there ain't one example of love of Krishna with your disciples, and we have so many here. So give up your royal dress, or just a belief in your royal dress, belief in your false egos, and come here and get the real treasure. Otherwise, you're proving to the Lord that you're not worthy of it. Here to be worthy is just to come here and get the gift. That's all. You want to be worthy? That goes for anybody, whoever you are. That's why you see, Fanny came and got the gift. Amy came and got the gift. Govinda came and got the gift. Lalita came and got the gift. And they show you they got the gift. Okay? And they show you they don't have the gift. They got the royal dress. See, they're in the pastime in that way. See? And they're not giving it up, right? So they don't get the result. What was the result of Maharaj Prataparudra? He got love of God. The Lord embraced him. See, you come here, you'll get the embrace of Lord Caitanya, like Maharaj Prataparudra. You don't, you get your royal dress, you keep your dress. And everybody considers you royalty, but it's not true. It's all illusion. This is royalty here. We get the embrace of the Lord. The Lord considers his real devotees here, like Lalita Govinda, his royalty, his jewels. He's his they're his family jewels. They got the embrace. What do you get? Embraced by name and fame and reputation. See, Maharaj Prataparudra gave up his royalty, followed the instructions. Yeah, see, you're lucky. Gory, oh, you're offensive. No, you're lucky you got the instructions from the book, from the devotee, right? Who knows? Who gave me this understanding? I never saw this before. It's all spontaneous, man. Spontaneous action, spontaneous act, right? Spontaneous act of mercy of the Lord. right in line with the book, man. Point it out, man. So relevant. You can't be more relevant. Give up your royal dresses, your sannyasi uniforms. Don't have to take them off. Bring them over here, but show that you're not attached to that royal dress. That you're more attached to the truth, that you want the embrace of the Lord that we got. Oh, this is not interesting to you? Or what kind of followers do you have? What kind of guru are you? You're both blind followers and blind leaders. This is real, man. This is the truth. Ecstatic love of Christian. Didn't Lord Caitanya came to give that? Come on, wake up, sleeping souls. Jeev Jago, for God's sake, man. And we got that. Don't we show you? We're here for life's ultimate goal. We have it and we distribute it. You can't get more real than this in any religion, in any philosophy. This is real truth. Boy, do we do real here. My God, this is what a class this is today. Woo! Love it, man. Love it. Oh, Lord, have your way, man. Yeah, lay it on them, whatever, you know. Let's get this show on the road, man. Let's deliver some people, man, out of this illusion. Yeah, anybody getting this on TikTok? Some must. We got 9 people steady here today.
Come on, TikTokers. Listen
Yeah.
carefully.
Yeah, I'm getting good questions. What shampoo do I use? Oh, very good question. Stick around. I use a very nice shampoo, man. Yes. Oh.
Keeps the hair short.
Isn't it shiny? You can see my long hair.
You go every week to the hairdresser. He uses the best shampoo.
Yeah. Go ahead, read on.
Okay. Following Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's instructions, the king had given up his royal dress. He now entered the garden in the dress of a Vaishnava. Too.
Yeah, see, the dress of a Vaishnava, again, it doesn't need, these are metaphors too.
Yeah.
We'll go on the metaphor level because that's how you understand the verse, the meaning. Yeah, so read that last sentence again. I forgot what Oh, entered with Vaishnava dress. Yeah, Vaishnava dress is the dress of a Vaishnava is humility. Is to admit about a superior person who has superior mercy of the Lord. That's the Vaishnava dress. Otherwise, you're not a Vaishnava. That's why people here challenging, they go, oh, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, Radha. You know, even people that left here, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, Radha, but I'm better than you. Oh, I'm more intelligent than you. You know, that kind of thing. That's not the dress of a Vaishnava. No. Superior persons are here, but we're not, I'm not thinking I'm a superior. No, the superior persons are here because they're superior in the mercy of Lord Caitanya. And you can see the symptoms of superior mercy upon those persons. Therefore, a dress of a Vaishnava is to recognize that you don't even have a fraction of the superior mercy of Lord Caitanya. That's why I recognize that they don't have it. They don't recognize they don't have it. That's why I say stuff. You know, Devananda Pandit was like these gurus like Radhanath, and he was better than them, much better. And Lord recognized, oh, you don't have the dress of a Vaishnava. Let me help you. See, Gauri does the same thing. Oh, yeah, you don't have the dress of a real Vaishnava. That's all a big show you're putting on. You're putting a big show for your followers, and they're putting on a big show for you, and it's just a big show. But there's no telling of any real stuff, real truth. Here, we show you the things. We show you because the Lord is with us. He gives us the power to show what is the dress of a Vaishnava. See, just like I give honor to even my disciples who have ecstatic devotion, but they don't.
No, that's the dress of a Vaishnava. Being dressed like a
Honor,
devotee.
because the Lord is
With
living.
devotion.
You become temples for the transcendental Lord, and they can't even see the symptoms for that. So to me, what kind of guru is that in the Hare Krishna movement? Hey, you ready for some truth, for God's sake, man? Hare Krishna movement, man. Here you see movement, man. People move. Want to move in your
Move
Krishna
forward.
consciousness? Yeah, move forward, move deeper. That's what we do here, Why? Because the Lord is moving us forward, man. He's the power. Here, you can see what are the symptoms. This is your best shot at seeing what are the transcendental symptoms of a devotee. You see it manifest in so many ways here. After a while, you keep listening, you start waking up to the truth that the Lord lives here amongst us, empowering us. Yeah. Go ahead on. Read on.
Okay. Maharaj Prataparudra was so humble that with folded hands, he first took permission from all the devotees. I like that as well.
What is this? They don't want to take permission from the devotees. You come here, you have to get permission from the devotees to meet with Lord Caitanya. Otherwise, if you're not begging for it like that or asking for it, why should you get this ecstatic devotion? You don't care about it, you don't want it, so okay, so you're indifferent to it. So the Lord, whoever He sends, will deal with them. We'll dish out the meal. We'll put this on your plate. You don't want ecstatic love on your plate? No, just give me goranga potatoes. Oh yeah, Kamalakanta will put some of that on your plate over there. He's trying to take down our defenses, he says. He thinks he can penetrate this fortress here. He doesn't believe that we're the real deal. He believes, these guys, he's just a beach guru, on the beach, man, having a good time down there in Playa.
So ignorant. How can he be so ignorant after all those years?
Yeah, he's right. I am having a good time down in the Playa. I have a good time like this. This is my good time, man. You see me doing anything else?
Lord Caitanya did not come to teach us how to suffer.
All I do is I go out, take a walk, get some exercise, go shopping, come back, do the class, play with the crypto a little bit, come back, do a class, take a little swim now, which is good. Yeah. By the time it's time for bed, get up. This is so interesting. I mean, and everybody else, they do same old, all the way from the world. They go out and party, get drunk, associate with losers who have lost, go, look for women, who just take all their time and their money, or look for men who do the same thing and just, use them for sex and, they're just using each other and contaminating each other. And they do this day after day, same old, and they're up late, like here, all weird hours of night, man. And then they wake up late, and it's just, yeah. So is it surprising there the Lord is just, oh, you're not interested in spirit? Well, the Lord obviously wants something different here now. So we have the offer. Hey, you want to come out of that? You can come here, man. There are people, they're still not interested, and they just bewildered, man. And they, it's just, It's craziness on every front, but what I see. I met this one lady, here a long time ago, and she seemed like she had some potential, man. But the problem is she had the beauty, and she's going her own way, a new ager, and all she's doing, she puts herself up like a prostitute on the thing and thinks this is spiritual. Unbelievable. Just showing everything and showing off her beauty, big, beautiful body. And this is all programming, man. The demons are all programming everybody to doing like this stuff. They want to show off that that's opulence. No, a beautiful body is a devotional body, man. People got to learn that their spirit body is beautiful, has to be activated. The qualities you see in the devotees here, the ecstasy and the knowledge, that's beautiful. Not lies. But here, let me show you my physical body, how beautiful it is. That is illusion.
It won't last long when your 66 is finished, man.
Yeah, and it shows in their lusty. I was looking at people like it. And people think that's beautiful. The women, all these looks, and the men, doing their, it's all so crazy. I mean, it looks more and more crazy when you get into reality. But to them, it's like, oh, this is life. Okay? So anyway, we have another offering. You want to find out what real beauty is? Come here on TikTokers and everybody. Because we're here just openly showing what real beauty is. Even if you don't understand it right away, stick around and you'll get what you can't get anywhere, man. Don't you want to be happy? We have real happiness here. Real satisfying happiness here. Real truth here. Reality. What is real? This is not real, this temporary stuff and temporary beauty and spending your time and energy, doing all these poses and selfies to show how beautiful the body is that's going to decompose and get old and decrepit. And then people will not even want to be with you. Even your children, they don't even care about you after a point. You become a burden to them after you carried that burden for a while. What's that about? All the way up into religion, all the way up into coming into the Vaishnava religion, and they use you and abuse you and then throw you away like a dish towel. Okay? All this happens in religion even. Abandon all varieties of religion and take shelter of the real God. That's what we do here. We give you that. You want real shelter? You want to find out what's real baloney, and bullshit in the world? All the way up through religion, how these gurus are still bullshitting you. They don't know themselves what the ultimate truth is yet. Yeah. So that's simple, man. God, on all fronts is bewilderment. What is your hope? To hear the highest truth. Don't we speak the highest truth? Distinguish it from all levels of illusion. Where else are you going to get this knowledge? Whatever condition you're in, I can speak to all of it. And I do. The Lord gives me the power to speak. I'll just keep showing you what the highest truth is and show you all the illusions you've taken shelter of that don't help you. We make a bridge for everybody, bridge for demons, bridge for good people, for bad people, for stupid people, for retards, for lizard people. Come on, where do you see such? That's mercy, man. That's compassion. Nobody's left out. All are included. Yeah. The ecstatic Christians have a glimpse of this. We actually demonstrate this. They talk about, everybody's included in Jesus's mercy, but not everybody is being included because they don't include the homosexuals. They don't include the trans. They don't include other people and other religions. You got to go this way or that way. They're sectarians, but there's still hypocrisy there because somebody's left out. Oh yeah, but everybody's included. You change your sex or change, your God and all that stuff. Just come here, find out. We'll just show you the real God and you'll automatically change. We'll show you what real beauty is, and you'll see that's all superficial. Anybody can come here. I had never seen preaching like this here. Nobody. This is proof. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, in the neophyte is sectarianism. In the Majjhim devotee, there's less sectarianism, but there's still some. In the Uttamadhikari, there's no sectarianism. That shows you how deep Lord Caitanya is here. He's not, this preaching is demonstratedly non-sectarian. It is truly all-inclusive. That's why I'm with Lord Caitanya, because he is the most merciful incarnation proven to me and proven now in this preaching. You're not going to get a more inclusive God, truth about God. Okay, give us a word, Lalita. Oh, wait, let's do Govinda first.
It's bringing tears to my eyes. It's so true. So non-sectarian, so beautiful and so effective. I just want to ask, is your voice okay? You okay, Gorahari? You're giving so much. It's so amazing. You're giving everything to us, and I'd never have got this, man. No way. I would have been stumbling and looking for, knowing things weren't right because I had the experience of bhakti, but I couldn't find anyone to deepen it and give me conclusivity and awaken it more excessively, like what you're doing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's excessive mercy and grace and excessive all-inclusiveness is so beautiful, Gorahari. Thank you so much. I just live in bliss and joy and eternally. No, not this bodily thing. We think, oh, just this body, what happens? No, we don't think like that. We've bound this bhakti. That pastime of Jesus binding Krishna, Mother Yasoda binding Krishna. It's so, when Jesus says about binding here what you bind in the next, it's so parallel. It's so more. All the thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's fantastic, Guru Maharaj, this line that you represent, actually, and you bring us to the stairs back to Godhead. It's so fantastic. It's so fantastic to dive inside of him, to find this treasure every day new treasure. Like you say, every day counts in this growing process. Even if you're still or quiet for a day, still the Lord is still working here inside. He's always working inside. He's always doing his job, cleaning your temple, so that you get ready to receive more. It's unbelievable process. It's really, thank you so much. It's really fantastic. hearing every day, getting fed. By love of Godhead, by knowledge of God, and with our little chicken brains, it's very difficult to understand. But that brain solves all the problems. That spirit solves all the problems. That's what you need. Big brain or little brain, it doesn't matter. It is for everybody, stupid or intelligent. No, it's the spirit that counts. It comes from Krishna, not from us. not from our intelligence or our mind.
Yeah, it shows you that people are taking advantage according to their level and getting some. Whether you're on the level of prema bhakti, but or just you're hearing and your unhappiness is being your troublesome to the heart stuff is going, and so everybody's progressing quickly here because the mercy of the Lord is here powerfully. It's transcendental. See, that's the proof. The Lord wants to show you how the power of transcendental potency is more powerful than anything to basically take you out of illusion. That's power. Take you out of this world, and help be a rope to others. Yeah. So this is, it's growing naturally and spontaneously here. Great. What does Amy say there, Lolita? Can you read? She just wrote something. When it starts with "when you fear."
Yeah, I will read it on Facebook because here I only see half of it. When you veer away from the absolute truth, which is what we experience here, you are just running right back into the perverted, distorted wonderland of Maya, where you are living in your own bewildered speculations about God and about what you are and what your relationship to God is and your understanding of consciousness itself is.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what we do. We get more clear, and that's why I keep dipping. It's like taking a bath every day, taking a bath, and then it becomes more and more clear, and not veering into that. So just oh yeah, this is the truth. Oh yeah, you could say it's like a transcendental programming. We're programmed with the truth causes this reality to manifest. That's what way it works in the world. Even see people they're programmed, and it causes them to reality. Like a lot of this transgenderism stuff. This is the programming that they got in school and everything, and then they come and they become that. That's their reality. That's why it's confusing. Sometimes they're finding out after a while it starts to wear off, and they realize, "Oops, what happened here?" I'm having trouble with my, I think it might be this. Just take this out. See if this happens. All right, just 1 second here.
Mm-hmm.
My mouse is doing weird things here. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, there's a lot of stuff being programmed, but that's what Maya does. And this path is, uh, oh, yeah, okay. Let's see how this works. Okay. Can you hear me still? Yeah. Okay. It's my something weird with the computer, but I'll just speak as long as I can. Yeah. Yeah. This is a programming. It programs this reality of the spiritual world. That's what Ramananda Roy taught. He said, just go and to Vrindavan, or if you can, and hear the pastimes of the Lord over and over again. And so this opens up this reality because it's eternal reality, and Maya is opened up by people in illusion, so many illusions. So people take birth in different various families and circumstances, basically because of the associating with the modes, and especially now with when they have technology the way it is with the hearing. You notice hearing is very emphasized. You go into anywhere. You go into like bars, and you got all this rock and roll music. You don't think that's affecting people? That's why they're, yeah. You go into McDonald's or these things, and they have these messages going. They have them in songs, messages. This is all programmed. This is the on the higher principalities. The and some of these the channels for that know this, and they know that programming the music and programming the media, the mainstream media, you can cause people's realities to change. They manifest. That's why they're fearful reality, or they act a certain way. See, this is the higher principalities that these persons are, just like I'm also, and you are also aware of a higher principality working here, because that Lord is informing us and giving us this knowledge. Well, these demons who are the servants of Maya, they're also somewhat informed, but they got the one eye stuff, they only see part of the picture. And the selfish, see, the very selfish level, and hypocrisies and all that stuff. But they know to an extent that this is how they do it, programming. Okay, I'm losing everything. Can you still hear me?
John, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to have to end this now because there's something weird happening, I think. So, Hare Krishna, everybody. Sorry.